This is another episode of Standup Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for another special bonus show. On this one, I'm sharing some material from one of my favorite acts. This was recorded live back in the day. He is a very talented stand-up comic who appeared a lot on television, but really had more success on stage. Very funny, very down-to-earth, kind of a plain, he's from Lubbock, Texas, so kind of a plain-speaking comic. I know you'll enjoy his comedy. It's funny, it's pure. So let's get in and hear a little bit of Jack Mayberry.
I get lost constantly. If I was a whale, I'd be beached. You know that? I can fly into any major city in this country, rent a car, and in 5 minutes be lost in the worst section of town. They told me this because they put the airports in the worst section of town, which doesn't make me feel any better. That means I'm not getting very far before I'm getting lost. And I hate being lost because when you're lost, you're the idiot. You know, you don't know what you're doing. And everybody else knows what they're doing. They're all behind me going, "You idiot, don't you know where you're going?" And there's the idiot. I'm up there going, "Nope, I have no idea where I'm going. Why, hell, I don't even know where I've been." Moved out to L.A., they were shooting idiots out there for a while. I was certainly sharpening your driving skills right there, pal. Shortest point from A to B is a zigzag pattern. Got so bad when I first moved out there, they'd taken the metering lights out of the freeway systems. They just had a guy at the top of every entrance ramp that would holler, "Pull!" and you would drive off into traffic. It was tough, I'm not kidding you. People shooting and shifting at the same time. I got lost in Hawaii. That was a hell of a place to be lost. You ever been there? Couldn't even pronounce the names of the towns I was lost in there. I'm on the phone to people going, "I'm in Hana Hana Huna Huna. I don't know where the hell I am. Trace this call. Come get me, man. Help me here." Name that place, he had a sale on vowels, didn't he? Buy a consonant for Pete's sake. Almost went into epileptic seizure trying to pronounce the name of these places. Yeah, we're in kind of... We went into one town over there, nobody in the car was in could figure out what the name of the town we were in was. We went into a restaurant to get something to eat, and the waitress came over, and I said, "Would you tell us how you pronounce the name of this place, and would you say it real slowly?" And she looked at me and said, "Dairy Queen." Well, I couldn't be a politician, man. I couldn't undergo the kind of scrutiny those people do. You go into my past 30 minutes, I'd be out in the private sector looking for employment. I like being a voter. Very empowering feeling to me being an American voter, walking into that voting booth, taking that little pen and going, "You're out of here. Your history. Get a job." But I don't know who to vote for. I just vote against people. I don't think it makes a spit's worth of difference anymore. The Democrats are tax and spend, the Republicans are tax and give it to their friends. Both plans produce what Ross Perot calls that giant sucking sound is a problem here. You think I look like Ross Perot? What the hell with you people? I don't Hey, what about from this angle right here? What about that? Hey, where'd everybody go? Oh, there you are. Are you people listening to me? Hey, there's the trouble. I'm talking all the time. Y'all only listening half the time. Now, those politicians are spending our grandkids' money. Well, your grandkids' money. My grandkids are going to be set for life. But you know what I'm talking about here? Kind of a dubious distinction looking like Ross Perot, but then I thought, hey, it could have been worse. I could have looked like Yasser Arafat. Palestinian guy about this tall. This tall with a turban. Yasser Arafat, man, they said that guy snuck through a security checkpoint dressed as a Palestinian woman. That doesn't speak well for Palestinian women. On your worst day, you shouldn't look like Yasser Arafat. For God's sake, get some moisturizer. Palestinians, the Israelis amaze me. Palestinians throw rocks at the Israelis. The Israelis respond by blowing up their houses, which just gives them more rocks, so I don't know what the hell's going on. They've been at it for 3,000 years. I guess they know what they're doing. The problem with the Palestinians and the Israelis seems to be that both sides want each other to go back where they came from, and they both came from there. What they ought to do is put them in one place and blow them the hell up.
That was a very funny Jack Mayberry out of Texas. He worked for us several times. I know you enjoyed his stand-up. Hey, hope you enjoyed this bonus show. Come back Sunday for one of our regular shows. Be sure to tell your friends and your enemies. Why not? And have a good weekend. Hey, thanks for listening. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.